It's the CalebDMTG every show.
Ooh, consolation prize. Note that Tinker and Craterhoof are both probably not coming back. Those are like good build around cards to keep in mind. We listened to this one too. Alright, I'm just gonna take it off random. I'm getting got. Oh man, do we sneak? Every time I sneak, my deck ends up like a complete garbage fire. It never works out. Let's draft it. I can't help it. I love this card. Oh yeah, Tannen. You'll also notice that you showed up during last draft, and we did in fact get second place. I'm just gonna point that out. I don't know if you noticed that part. Tannen shows up, we fail to get a trophy. I don't know. I don't know if this is a connection. Yeah, wheeling the Tinker would be gas, right? This Blightsteel. Blightsteel murders with sneak attacks. We're gonna take the Blightsteel anyway, but if we didn't have the sneak attack, I'd probably take the Chrome Mox out of that pack. Just get like more fast mana. Damn, it's like life's hard enough right now. Now we got the trophy daggers coming in. Turn one, live the dream. Yeah, right? Like a Dark Ritual or something. Just Mana Crypt Dead you. The first time I ever watched Ross Merriam play Legacy, Ross eventually like learned to enjoy Legacy, but for a while he hated Legacy and he resented that he had to play it to like compete in SCG weekends and get points and stuff. First time, I'm going to take Sheldock Isle. Sheldock Isle just fits really well in sneak attack decks because you're trying to like cheat cards in. Anyway, the first time I ever watched him, he was just like clearly not having a good day. He's like, yeah, I hate this fucking format, you know? Just like mad, shuffling up for game 2 against my buddy Davis Merced, who was playing Mono Red Sneak Attack. And Ross keeps a hand that's got like a turn two Thalia and a Caracas, and he's playing against Sneak Attack, and so he's like, okay. He goes like, Caracas, go. And he's like staring at his Thalia, like, yeah, I got this. And then I go over to Merced and look at his hand, and he just like turn 1 Sneak Attack Blightsteals, and Ross is just dead, and like Ross's face goes red. He's just so mad at having to like getting turn 1 with this terrible jank out of this format that he despised. I got a kick out of it. The tilt. I enjoy the tilt. Ross is great. Davis is great. Both great people. Both great folks. Maybe, huh? Here you can also cheat out Biggins. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do with this. Disenchant maybe, if I want to play Nahiri. I like that Nahiri's a turn 1 play off Black Lotus. It's kind of cool. Get to the ult real quick. I don't think we're playing Thran Dynamo. I don't think our curve is going up that high. Your curve doesn't have to go to 4 for Thran Dynamo. Your curve has to go to like 7 or 8 or whatever. You need to be able to use the mana when you untap with it. So we could take a random burn spell, we could take Image, or we could take Disenchant. Might just take the Image. Yeah, let's take Image. Oath is interesting. Oath is adding yet another color. But maybe that's fine, huh? Yeah, sure, whatever. Get the Image out of here. These cards don't really work with what we're doing. Shieldred's not the worst one to oath into. I don't know if we want it though. Wow, that Strip Mine wheel. Strip Mine and Chrome Mox? What? I'm taking Chrome Mox. I don't think we're trying to Strip Mine lock anybody. I think we're trying to, like, dead people. Just dead them. Yeah, the latest Strip Mine ever is going around. This is how we end up with unplayable Jank. Yeah. Maybe. Looks unfair. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like this. Oh, that's a lot better. I kind of like the Sun Titan here because it gets back Black Lotus. Could be a thing that matters. So what I'm hoping for here is Through the Breach, Sneak Attack, and then like some random draw spells. And then our deck will be complete. Get Channel too. God, Channel would be so good. Ronde Voodoo with the sub of the 26 months saying, always happy to support Oath/Eureka Jank. This could be a good Oath/Eureka deck, right? Can actually work out. The only thing I can Sneak Attack. I meant to say Through the Breach and Seething Song for the fast Sneak Attack. But anyway. I misspoke. It's allowed. Dual land that somehow doesn't hit our colors. What do you have? 4 of the 5 possible colors. Let's grab Portal. Portal's a draw spell, kind of. Maybe this one, or maybe we want Swords. Like, slow down the opponent. Swords is a good one. It's also something that costs less than $1 billion. Of course, the Portal kind of costs a lot. It's my issue with Portal. I cost a lot. You're right. You're right. I'm a big boy. Does Ancient Tomb get to sneak faster? Why is Mishra's Factory in the cube? Mishra's Factory is just a good land. One of the best creature lands ever printed, right? Does Emrakul work with Oath? Emrakul does work with Oath. Hell, in Vintage, they used to Oath for Emrakul, and then they'd play, I think it was it Breath of Daragaz? It was the 1 in a red enchantment that would come back from your graveyard. So Ashen Rider plays really well with Sneak Attack and Eureka, but I think we're just grabbing Oko here as a backup plan. Anyway, there's some enchantment that would come into play from your graveyard and give it haste, and you would Oath into it. Dragon Breath, yeah, maybe that was it. Is this a stip? This is not a stip. This is just great. Oko is also sweet with Oath. Yeah, that's true. Like, your opponent doesn't have any creatures, and you just, like, make their mana rock a creature. You gotta admit, Breath of Daragaz is a very similar name to Dragon's Breath. Very similar name. I was close. That was close, kind of. Let's get this Sylvan Library in here, huh? A little bit of draw. I like this Signet. This Signet's kind of perfect. Could also take the Spire Bluff. We can play the Signet off the Ancient Tomb on turn 1, though. It's pretty good. I will want more red mana at some point. Maybe search for Tomorrow Fits. Yeah, let's grab that. Ooh, Sacred Foundry. I want the Elish Norn, but I think Sacred Foundry is where it's at. Oh man, are we playing Wake? The Emiria's Call there could have been cool as a land that imprints on Chrome Mox. I don't think you take it over a dual land, though. Unplayable garbage. Yeah, but it all kind of like works. We only need like a couple more fatties, like 1 or 2 more fatties. I board in that Angel. Are there turn 1 kills that can happen with Sneak Attack? There's turn 1 kills that can happen with Sneak Attack in this deck. Turn 1 Black Lotus, Ancient Tomb, Sneak Attack, activate, Blightsteel Colossus, you dead. Bam. Bam. Like, not even that hard, too. You could also have Chrome Mox plus a land. Legacy Cube deck, yeah, with your Black Lotus. How many Black Lotuses you get in Legacy Cube? Do we just mull for that? I mean, we're gonna mull for something. I'm not gonna like mulligan away a turn 1 Sylvan Library or Oath of Druids on the draw against aggro, or a turn 1 Nahiri, or EUREKA, or Fast Oko, or you see what I mean? Like, there's we're gonna have a lot of hands that we can potentially keep. Arid Mesa is an option. I also don't hate Frantic Search. Something kind of cool about Frantic Search here is if the turn that you play the Shelldock Isle, you can untap it with Frantic Search if you're like deep into the deck. You can also use it to generate mana with Ancient Tomb. We're gonna take the Arid Mesa though. I think Arid Mesa is better. Zill's Conscripts, not a bad one to have in your Sneak Attack deck in general. So after those 2 cards, I'll grab Conscripts. Urza is okay just to like activate and try and hit, but the double blue is rough, and as an Oath of Druids hit, it's not really ideal. Could just put Omnath in here. Oathing into Omnath's actually not terrible. It's like not as impressive as some of your shit, but you draw a card, then you're getting life and mana and stuff. Makes up for a lot. Might be able to wheel it though. Ooh, I like the Coalition Relic. Don't hate Frost Titan. Yeah, let's take the Relic here, I think. That or the Izzet Signet. Izzet Signet being a little bit better off the turn 1 Ancient Tomb. But Coalition Relic, I think, is a little bit better in general. Well, if we're just trying to ramp to 4, we have Ancient Tomb and Chrome Mox that can play a Signet on 1. I might actually take the Signet. Despite Relic being able to double fix us. Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah, they're both great. So Woodfall Primus and Sundering Titan are both a little bit better to Sneak Attack in. But I think since we have EUREKA and Oath of Druids, we're taking Progenitus out of this pack. Could hypothetically hardcast it. Off of Mirari's Wake and Black Lotus. Not very likely, but there's the Seething Song I was talking about. We don't have the Through the Breach that I want, but Seething Song's still great in terms of just Sneak Attack plus activation. Sphinx wouldn't be terrible. It wouldn't be great, but it wouldn't be terrible. And they wouldn't take the Windswept Heath. How bad is Mind's Desire here? Is Mind's Desire bad? We have so many good hits. I could see us like Mind's Desiring for 3 and just fucking murdering somebody. Starting to worry about my playable count as I like take more dual lands. Emery's cute with Black Lotus. Let's grab Ren and 6 here. Tez gets Lotus and Lotus Bloom. It's not the worst Tez deck. Ren and 6 has 2 fetch lands. Do we have any other synergies with Ren? Nahiri loots lands away. I'm gonna pull the lands for a sec, so I have a better view of our playable count. There's a couple of filler cards in our sideboard that we could play, like Nature's Claim. Nice. Both Frantic Search and Omnath came back. So Frantic Search plays a little bit better with Ren and 6. I guess Ren and 6 also plays well with Omnath, right? Rebuy fetches. That's not the worst. What do you think, chat? Which do you like better? Looks like chat was relatively split on that one. I don't blame y'all. I couldn't fucking decide. I don't really like any of this. Yes. Yeah, I wanted like one more nice fatty for Sneak Attack and Eureka. And Primus is very castable off of Awake, so that's a really nice pickup. The ban card, both Omnath and Frantic Search have been banned. That doesn't narrow things down, does it? Parallax Wave is sweet with Eureka. Just like blink out their things. Duretti's nice for filtering. I don't know which I'm supposed to grab. We've trophied with Eureka decks before. At least once. Lotus Plow Under. I don't think we can cast Plow Under turn 1 on the play. I think you need to have 2 targets. Alright, usually I put Black Lotus in with my lands. I think I want to treat it as a ritual in this deck. Especially because the Chromox isn't very consistent. So they're kind of like 2 half lands. Which means we get a cut. And I think it's going to be the ECD. ECD can rebuy Nahiri, Oko, or Ren and 6, which are all nice rebuys. But in terms of creatures, there's only Woodfall Primus and Sun Titan. Maybe that's enough. ECD is 2 white. Well, whether we cut Parallax Wave or ECD, it doesn't fucking matter which we're cutting in terms of double white. Thundermaw isn't the best Oath hit, but it's kind of good off of Seething Song. That Seething Song might be doing more things than just sneaking. Seeding the worst. And that lets you kill with sneak attack a full turn sooner. No. How's the rest of this mana? I don't think this is enough green sources. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 with the signet. Red is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 with the signet is actually probably about appropriate. We have search here too. Blue splash is 1, 2. Yeah, we need some dual lands, huh, for these fetches. We have 4 blue sources, not counting search. That seems fine. There's only a few blue cards, right? Then white is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jeez. That's excessive. Do we even need a white basic? Yeah, we do for the Heath and the Mesa, but we can go down to 1 for sure, and then need to play another mountain or another forest here. Probably another forest still. This puts us as 5, 6, 7, 8-ish green sources, which I think is fine. Just Eureka, and then everything else comes into play, right? Oh, there is Sacred Foundry. There is a dual land there. I miscounted my red. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's better. Yeah, this is solid. But I was adding extra land. Fuck. Alright, what do we cut then? Do we like Lotus Bloom? I kinda hate that shit. Let's cut Lotus Bloom. Just play an extra land. This is an excess of mana between the Chrome Mox and the Black Lotus and the Signets and stuff. But like, Lotus Bloom was also more mana and shitty, so this is just better. Bloom is good with Sun Titan. I will say that in the same way that Black Lotus is good with Sun Titan. It's like one of the appeals to that card for me. Have to get in the graveyard first? Yeah, we have a few different ways of doing that though, even like without suspending the Lotus Bloom. For one, the Lotus Bloom could like crack into Sun Titan, but we could also just spin it to Frantic Search or Nihiri, and then Sun Titan it back and have that burst of mana. You wanna play Neither Reliquary? You want to Oath into Neither Reliquary? Actually, Oathing into Neither Reliquary might be okay. It might just be like a 10-10 or whatever, like milling all these fucking lands. You don't like Hellkite? Oh no. I was talking to Hellkite, and Hellkite was kind of saying that they thought you were getting real close. I think you two should probably have a talk, huh? I'm playing the Parallax Wave over Wrath, because it's sweet with Eureka. It's also kind of cool if the opponent like can answer my board. Has interesting synergy with Sneak Attack. Sneak in something, wave it, get it back. What kind of chair do I have? I have a DX Racer, one of the larger models. Not the largest, but one of the larger ones. The main reason I played Thundermaw Hellkite is so people would ask me to take it out and stop complaining about the seeding song. I think it's a valid reason. Fat chair? Hell yeah. So Zane has some issues. It's really not a perfect grip or whatever. Got some raw explosiveness to it too, though. Opponent sees us imprint Progenitus to Chromox, and they're like, what the fuck? It's just the end of Cube season, Thallow. There's just fewer people online. I'm getting fewer views on my, well, my stream and my YouTube and stuff. We'll start to simmer down a little bit. We're in the final week of Cube. Well, I guess we've been oath. Since we're about to start making some 3-3s. Yeah, we were sandbagging on the oath until the opponent played a creature. There's also a chance that we were like making creatures before the opponent did. So like if I had an oath in play right now, the opponent would get a trigger and a free thing, right? Wait, I can just tap a damn land. Did I break Moto? Oh, they're scooping, sure. Two Bobby, Oath made, or Wake made 2 extra mana. Turn 2 Oko, winning somehow. Who'da thunk it? Who knew that that would be good enough? Does 2 work with Wake? Oh yeah. Any land you're tapping for mana. This track's so fucking hype. I love Nitro Fun. Y'all ready to pay some fucking life? Oh no, my search for tomorrow. So this is my turn 2. So turn 3 we have Thundermaw. And then turn 4 we can Sun Titan back Arid Mesa if we want to. Waiting for reigning 714. I kind of like Seething Song into the Sun Titan, because then we get back the Arid Mesa, then we get a shuffle. We'll see what the Sylvan Library shows us. Huh. Shelter Isle's basically a shuffle. We have exactly one more land to grab at this Arid Mesa, but again, it's a shuffle for Sylvan Library, so... And then next turn, we'll have the mana to play Thundermaw plus Sheldock. They're just done. They're like, nope, don't care. Alright. This deck looks so janky, how will we ever win? Doing busted shit. Yeah, give me some of that. Give me some of that good stuff. Did we need the mountain? I thought we did.
Oh shit, what up?
Because you need to play the Seething Song, right? You need 3 mana to play the Seething Song, and then you need 2 white mana after that. Which means you need to have 5 mana sources in play. Well, now that we've bottomed all of our good cards, now that all the good cards are on the bottom of our library, this one might be a little trickier. Yeah, that would be good. We have the red mana here. We have another turn before it starts to get iffy with Nahiri. What kind of chair do I have? Someone asked me already. I have a fucking DX Racer. It's alright. It's fine. Yeah, I guess we're red and 6ing. Yeah, the one time we don't have Progenitors for the Chrome Mox, right? Well, guess we're only lane away from this. Not that does much. If I was reborn as a mana rock, which one would it be? Good question. I actually own the preliminary sketch to a mana rock. The cycling Sultai rock. It's basically on its name. So we could get a mountain for Thundermaw. I think I want the island for Sheldock Isle, just in case. We're gonna need a pretty good draw here. Parallax Wave might buy a few turns. Yeah, was it Zagoth Crystal? Wrath's not in the deck, but Wrath's also not good against this board, right? They have Colonnade, Vanguard, Thragtusk. I'm not boarding in Wrath. I think medium 5-drops might be kind of good. What kind of chair do I have? I actually sit on a Mimic, which most people don't recommend. It's a little on the dangerous side, but I like to live dangerously. Considering cutting the Parallax Wave, I really don't want to blink their creatures at all. Yeah, again, I'm not bringing in Wrath of God because it looks terrible against like everything but the single mana dork they played. So I'm just going to bring in Baneslayer Angel, and hopefully they won't have a path for it. If I could be reborn as a chair, which one would it be? I'd be the other DX Racer. The one that Alyssa sits on. Shit, can someone clip that? I gotta send it to them. Yeah. No turn 1 mana dork. Lame. I didn't say janky. Chat putting words in my mouth. Right now, the rest of our, I mean, most of our good ones are in our hand. We still have an Emrakul in the deck. And some, like, kind of medium 5-drops. I did say janky. Okay. Fair enough. Thundermaw here would at least be able to clear the Gideon. Isn't nothing. He did not say janky. Thank you, Charlie Walnut. Thanks, Shining Fae. Man, we did not mill very many cards for Shoulder Kyle, did we?
Oh shit, what up?
That Thundermaw was just right there. Hey, it's LB. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for sharing the Twitch Prime. Oh, I just saw a donation from Urza's Joint Roller. that I missed earlier with a $20 donation saying, "Love your content over here from YouTube. Keep it up." Hell yeah. Thanks, there's this joint roller. I will indeed keep it up. I will indeed. We're just chilling here on Thundermaw. I mean, we're not winning the race by attacking, so I think we just chill. Just hang out, just have a 5-5. Have a slumber party over here. You're saying I do win the race on board? Wait them for 5, down to 18. That is for 3, down to 10. Win them down to 13. Then it's down to 7. I would have played another thing anyway. Awesome. Awesome. That's what they were thinking about. Alright. Let's see if we can draw a blue source too, huh? Oh, that is technically a blue source. Let's just chill. The sort of body and mind means that Progenitus can't actually block whatever's wearing it. Can you tap Shelldock for Shelldock? You could. This deck could. If we got the Wake down and then we played Frantic Search, we could float a blue mana off of Shelldock and then use it to activate it. A little convoluted though.
Oh shit.
So the Hollow Blade mills Emrakul. It doesn't really matter anyway, but I think I like blocking. Okay, Blitzkrieg, thanks to the sub, so 41 months. Why no Wake? Because Wake costs fucking 4 mana. Or Wake costs 5 mana and I have 4 of them. If you Seething Song here, there's no way to have both green and white up after the song to play the Wake. So because Colonnade comes into play tapped, it means that we had to wait a turn. It's just right on top. Emrakul is just chilling, just hanging out. Yeah, no way for us to Seething Song into Wake activate Shelldock here either. We just have to choose. I think we Oko. We did it! Oath looking strong that game? Yeah, I mean, if your opponent plays a bunch of creatures, Oath does look strong. We did see a few creatures that are actually weak to Wrath, which we didn't see in the first game, so I might restructure things a little bit here. These are the cards I'm looking at. Wrath over Wake? Yeah, maybe. I kind of don't hate that. What if we cut Wake and Song? Just like add these. I was thinking Brimaz. I was thinking Brimaz might be something that we want a Wrath of God to answer. But like 2 of their fucking 2-drops that they played there were just extremely resilient to Wrath, right? Does Wall block all the creatures we saw? Yeah, Wall's really good against them. The only issue with Wall is this one. The reason that we won last game is not very synergistic with Wall of Omens. You could still play it and just like hope that it isn't a thing, but there's always the chance that it's a thing. +1 planes. I think we're good on white sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then there's a Black Lotus in search for tomorrow. Yeah, no, I think we're fine. You feel like if we have Oath out, we win anyhow? Yeah, I mean, you say that. You say that, but then if you can't trigger your Oath because you have a stupid Wall of Omens and you lose because of it, then you feel silly. Gideon matches up well against Wall of Omens plus Oath too. Yeah, I'm gonna submit. I'd probably play the Knight of the Reliquary over Wall of Omens if I wanted something like that. This hand needs fast mana. This hand needs like a Mox or Black Lotus or something. I'm gonna keep it because there's some power here, and the mana's pretty good despite not having a red source. At least they didn't have a 2-drop to play on turn 1, huh? Like white source, 2 mana, 1/3 or 3/1 on turn 1 would have been brutal. This is like a drastically different opener than they've had. They just don't even have a white source yet. Red source, sneak attack, not too shabby. Weird. Alright, now they have to have a white source, right? After an Ancestral Recall. They're gonna like white source threat. Couple of different approaches here. We could Oko the sword, and then they can clear Oko. We could also Oko the Seasoned Hollowblade and make them choose between clearing me and clearing Oko. And then the Wrath of God actually kills the Hollowblade. It's a little weird. What if we just like Oko uptick? Just like Oko make a fucking food? And then if Oko lives through their turn, then we have more options before we play Wrath. If they hit us, then like the Wrath eats the wolf too. That is a sort of Body and Mind. Yeah, they get to mill us a lot with the sword hit, but then they also... Yeah, shit. They mill us a lot with the sword hit, but then they also might just hit an Emrakul to shuffle it all back in. So that's kind of whatever. Note that when we kill Skyclave, we just get like a blue token too, so this is like worst case scenario, I think. Yeah, there's the Emrakul. I've been holding off on Frantic Surge because I want to have like the most information possible before I play it. I might just go sneak attack pass here. They did have Rex Sage. We don't have that much red mana is the issue with waiting to try and play around Rex Sage. And they just played Skyclave. One line is like frantic searching to try and find Black Lotus and do some wild shit. I think it's okay to wait one more turn though. That's true, we can also float red and use Frantic Surge to get multiple red mana. Maybe do like an Emrakul plus Progenitus thing. It's a lot of wolves. Search could also get a second red source. Suntitan can get back Oath. I don't know how much that matters. Yeah, Suntitan plus Progenitus doesn't quite do it, right, with them at 18. We do have the mana here to Wrath Suntitan and get back a red source. Wow, fuck me. That's like the most brutal remand ever. Man, we could still win this if there was a fucking Black Lotus in our graveyard. There's not. Hold on, Suntitan gets back a thing when it comes into play and a thing on attacking. So I think what I'm doing here is rebuying Ancient Tomb, and then we attack and get back Izzet Signet, and then that gets us to Frantic Search and a lot of mana. We're not one-off lethal. No, not right now. They have wolves that can block. So the line that I was talking about with Progenitus plus Suntitan, we would have Wrathed before we snuck in the sneak attack. Yeah, Wrathing post-combat doesn't really save us, because they still have the Seasoned. But maybe Frantic Search finds us something else to do with sneak attack. Them taking 6 here is really good for us. Increases the chance we can get cobble lethal together somehow. The token doesn't do anything. It's going to be a blue token, and the Sword of Body and Mind is pro-blue. You can also fight it with Garrick, right? So we want to make sure... God, how do we untap here? We need 2 white sources for Wrath, but then we also need a red source for Sneak Attack. But the red source needs to be untapped on their turn so we can sneak it in for the Hollow Blade. I think we just cast it, and then if we draw either a white source or a red source, it's like what needs to happen. Yeah, I'm just deciding if I should play the forest first before I Frantic Search. So I think we discard the Heath and the Search, and we untap Ancient Tomb, double white. No, that doesn't fucking work. Can this Heath actually give me a white source? Sacred Foundry's in the graveyard. The Plains is in play. God, that's so fucking close to working. How are we 1 fucking mana off? That's what I want to know. If we had Emrakul in hand, we could actually discard it to the Frantic Search too, to shuffle it back in, to shuffle the Sacred Foundry back in, so the Heath could get a white source. But we don't, we just have this stupid Progenitus. Progenitus only shuffles itself in, yeah. Swords in the Titan doesn't do it. What if we Swords Titan and crack food? We go up to 13. They have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They have Xaxes. If we Swords the Titan and crack food. Fuck Sword Progenitus? Yeah, that doesn't work. Oh, what if we sneak in Progenitus to block? Do we have enough mana for all that? We're untapping 3 lands. I'm playing a land from hand. I think we have exactly enough mana for all that. That does live the turn. So we just don't untap Ancient Tomb here. Okay, so we're gonna discard Search and Heath. And we're gonna untap Mountain for the sneak. God, this is so janky. And then, yeah, 2 white sources. Well, we're sneaking in a blocker. If we're sneaking in a blocker, then maybe we save the swords for the sword carrier. Rather than swordsing Sun Titan. I guess they could move the sword to something else. We're not wrathing and sneaking LNX. Oh, good point, Elvin. Yeah, it was a complicated LNX. We were like debating a bunch of different lines. If you Wrath, and then you're just like hoping that they forget to discard their Season Hollow Blade, which is a line, but it's not a great one because people usually play Season Hollow Blade for a reason, right? Yeah, very narrow line, right? And like it just has us like surviving it at a life or two, but I don't know, there's an Emrakul left in our deck. They're at 12. Might as well try and live another turn, huh? Did not Barack Obama. We didn't have enough white sources that way. I'm not sure if I block the Skyclave here or a random wolf. Maybe block a wolf. We will take 6. Fortunately, we are going to 7. A lot of people are catching like a piece or two of the puzzle, and not quite seeing the whole thing. Oh, that's alright. Maybe I should have let on swords before I activate sneak. Like in life from the swords, yeah, so Emrakul wouldn't be good enough. Oh, fucking Vanguard. I feel like we should have just Wrath. What? They had an onboard lethal if you just Wrath there. They are down to Emrakul range. If we top deck Emrakul next turn. They didn't discard to keep the 3/1 because we fucking swordsed it. We exiled it with Swords to Plowshares is why they didn't discard to keep the 3/1. That's why it's in their I'm just gonna play the game. They literally just paid life to keep their thing alive. Our opponent's not a donkey. They've been playing good Magic. I'm not gonna assume they don't know what their cards do. Boo. Yeah, then Sword of Body and Mind. It's the illusion unblockable. At least we didn't have to draw Celestia's Signet. Paralyzed Wave would have actually been kind of sweet. Now that we're at this stage. Thought it might turn the corner. Yeah. I mean, had we top decked Emrakul there, right? Had we top decked Emrakul, might have worked out.
Oh shit.
Gave ourselves a shot. Like a 1 in 16 chance of winning the game. Better than scooping. Hey, Talented Me, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 25 months. It took a while, Walks with Shadows. It took a while of thinking. Once you realize that Sun Titan can like get you back mana sources, once like you realize the sneak attack Sun Titan actually generates mana. Still tricky after that, but it starts unraveling. Hey, DC Poncho, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 10 months. Appreciate you. Am I streaming tomorrow? I was planning on it. Oh, yeah, what was I thinking, Swag? You got me. 3-man was brutal. The pre-man was super brutal. Really restricted our turn. Return from exile effect, like pull from eternity. Something like that. Have I watched any AGDQ? I have not. I haven't had the time. I've been a busy beaver. Okay, alright. Arid Mesa cannot get us a green source, so we're a little short there. With a reanimator, Eureka might just be a giant fucking liability like usual too. That can get us a green source. Should have had faith. Should have let in the forest. Have we seen Black Lotus yet? No. Even when they milled us. Imagine if the Sun Titan could have gone back Black Lotus. Even when they milled us. We didn't see the Black Lotus. Yeah, I'm sure Power Pie. There's just not that much time, right? Only so much time in the day. I usually catch the Castlevania runs. Because that game has a dope soundtrack. I think I'm just gonna cast a Thundermaw. I'm a little wary about this Eureka with us not having like Progenitus or Emrakul or something. Hades speedrun? That does sound sweet. So Winter Orb Urza is pretty brutal. Pretty brutal combination of cards. It means that we do not get to untap our lands as per usual. And the opponent does, because at our end of turn they'll tap the Winter Orb, and then they'll untap all their lands as normal. They are down to 2 cards in hand. And Woodfall Primus is an answer to Winter Orb, so we'll see what else they got. See what else they do.
Oh shit, what up?
Dang. Yeah, They do not want to tap the Winter Orb on their turn, however. Hey, and Theo, thanks for the sub, thanks for 11 months. Yeah, I was hoping they would have something better to do with their mana than Brutality me. Give us a chance to fire off Eureka and get the Primus in play, pop Winter Orb. Go back to playing regular Magic. A lot of bad or mediocre games have 6 speedruns. Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of those games, the reason they're bad is because they were, like, rushed and they're buggy and there wasn't, like, enough care put into them. Which means that speedrunners get to do, like, really weird shit with the broken code. Hello, hello, hello. The Steel Deck? The Steel Deck ended up losing in the finals, yeah. Lost to a pretty busto deck in the finals, but it was good. The deck was real good. Played out well. So we're pretty close to dead here, just through Construct Beatdown. Not dead, but close to dead. Didn't Eureka there? My Eureka is in my graveyard. It was hit by Collective Brutality. So no, I didn't Eureka there. And that's why there's no Eureka in my hand. You're bad? Yes. Yes, you're bad. Oh man, we could. There was like a turn we could have Eureka'd earlier, and it would have eaten a mana leak probably. When's my preview card? I think the 18th. I think like 10 days from now. The build's pretty good. Yeah, normally, so Wizards makes us sign NDAs about our spoiler cards, and normally I would adhere to that. Normally I wouldn't say anything that would they would give away the cards. But this card is so special that I think I need to share something. I think I need to tell you some things about this card. So here's what this card. Yeah, so that's that card. But just don't tell Wizards that I said anything, or I'll get in trouble. They draw a card when we trigger Oath of Druids. Fuck you, Leovold. What an obnoxious fucking card. Huh. We're not really dead on board. Is it good enough for Death and Taxes? Let me put it this way. This card So we're not supposed to talk about like playability in various formats and stuff, but I can guarantee that someone will play this card at some point. I can't tell you if it'll be played in limited or constructed or someone's first EDH deck, but someone somewhere will cast it. Hope that helps. Hope that answers your question. Is it a Nick Vick card? Yeah, just like the rest of cards. Just the rest of all of them. You hope I do a slow reveal again? Yeah, those are kind of fun. They don't take that long. They're like a 4 or 5 minute little guessing game. I like those too. Probably will. Will it be legal in Vintage? That's actually a question. We've had cards get banned in Vintage recently, right? The Flash 3/2 companion copies a spell. Okay, yeah, that's lethal. What's my favorite spoiler card that I've had the honor of revealing? It's hard to compare to my, well, I mean, like the card itself or the one that I was the most excited about. The first card I ever got to spoil, I was extremely excited because it like made me feel legit. Some recognition there. In terms of cards I've enjoyed casting, hard to beat the last one, huh? Skyclave. Lotus is Vintage banned, not Lutri. Oh, well, my apologies. Shows how much attention I paid to Vintage, huh? I'm gonna add Wrath of God in here over Parallax Wave. Parallax Wave is better with EUREKA, but Wrath of God looked better against their board, specifically Leovold, right? Maybe we bring in an ECD here. Just cut Seeding Song again. Be a little bit more controlling. You're confusing a couple. Squid Squad. The first spoiler that I ever did for was a stand-in for LSV when I was working at Channel, but it wasn't Leyline. Leyline of the Void was something that I got fairly recently when it got reprinted. The first card I ever spoiled was the black vampire, where you discarded a card to give all your other vampires +1/+1 until end of turn, like a little madness enabler. Not the best card ever, but like I said, just like having a spoiler card was huge for me. And then I think I got I don't know, I can't remember if it was Imperial Recruiter. Maybe it was Loyal Retainers or even Mind Sensors. It was some it was some reprint, some 2 and white reprint. Might have been Mind Sensor. Ooh, that's a great draw. So we're actually gonna hold on to this Blightsteel Colossus for now, in case we find Sneak Attack. I want something to sneak in. Would have been the Plains. I do have a spoiler coming up on the 18th. Oh, that wouldn't be useful from me anyway, OSTN. I'll always say the art's sweet, right? You can use Mind Sensor? Yeah, it might have been. Oh, they give you the whole card OS10. Yeah, yeah. Nihiri ult's so fucking fast. There's a reason that Nihiri was playable in Modern for a while. And just upticks so quickly. And all the modes are good, right? And like, exiling is good, looting is good. Yeah, turn 2 Nihiri even better. I wonder if this is a matchup where I want Plowlander. It's not crazy. It's better than EUREKA. Fuck. I guess I keep this. Yeah, Ancient Tomb's great. Cool if we drew Black Lotus at some point. But turn 1 Signet's good. We actually had a chance to take a Coalition Relic this draft, and we even took Is It Signet over Coalition Relic because we already had the Ancient Tomb. So this specific line where we turn 1 the Signet was the reason we did that. Once again, I'm not sure if I even cast this EUREKA. I might just play Wake next turn. What counter did they play last time? Was it Miscalc?
Oh shit, what up?
I don't remember. One awkward thing here is that if we fetch a white source for Wake, we actually won't have the green source for EUREKA. We have the most green sources in the deck, though. And if we top deck a white source, we can just like cast Sun Titan and get back Keith. If we top deck a green source, then we can play EUREKA. We're gonna have just like have that decide for us. Yeah, not surprising that they've got Mana Leak. We could have just passed. Thought about it. We're at 10 already, just from tapping Ancient Tomb over and over. Shocking themselves down to 18. At least they're not treacherying Sun Titan here. Whatever their answer is. Sorcery Speed Vamp Tutor. Okay, so if they're doing a main phase Vamp Tutor, there's a really good chance that they're tutoring for an answer to the Sun Titan, and then they plan on drawing into it with a cantrip. Currently, we have 8 mana for this Woodfall Primus. We just need, you know, 1 more green. Would I woodfall the island instead of the Caracas? We'll see. Who knows? We might not even get a chance to get the woodfall into play, so I'm not going to spend too much time, right? We're going to have a draw step. We're going to see them play some cards. Yeah, Time Walk. Time Walk does find them the Vamp Tutor card. They could even connect a blue source with a Treachery here, too, if they have one. My funniest Magic travel story. I don't know if I'm quite in the mood for story time right now. I'm a little drained. Just kind of trying to focus. Trying to focus on this here game here. Somehow I don't think they Vamp tutored for Leovold, but maybe I'm wrong. Casting Woodfall Primus or sneaking it better? They're both pretty fucking good. They also both draw some cards for the opponent thanks to that Leovold. I don't know how much I care about that though. I think we do kill the Caracas. It's tempting to kill the Overgrown Tomb to put them off black, but if I get a Emrakul that I want to kill them with sneak attack, then I think we want the Caracas off the board. Nice. I didn't think we were favored that match after the first game. I was like, oh man.
Oh shit.
Worked out though, huh? Sometimes you just jank it in. Sometimes you jank it in. Jank it over the finish line.